and welcome back to DK Fam TV. Thanks for watching. Tonight we're going to sit down as a family and watch the Clemson-Miami game, but I'm going to get us a dinner started, so I'm doing our pre-game dinner. Tonight we're going Tex-Mex, and I'm starting out by assembling a Southwestern black bean salad for us. So I'm going to get some tomatoes all diced up here. As you can see, that's all done, and now I'm going to get a couple of cans open. One can is going to be some corn. The other can is black beans. So we'll get these cans all opened up so we can get them ready to go in the salad. Now what I do is I always wash or rinse any canned vegetables. So I rinse them first, and now you see me getting a little red onion. So we'll get some red onion all diced up here on the cutting board, and we'll have them hang out right beside the tomatoes while we get the rest of our ingredients together. I've got some lettuce. Now this lettuce, I already washed or rinsed it because that's a bag that I used earlier for a salad that I made. And I've got another bag that was a new bag that I rinsed, and we're gonna put it in the bowl here. I'm adding in my tomato, my red onion. I'm gonna pour in my can of black beans that I rinsed. I'm also gonna pour in my can of corn that I rinsed. That's my salad there in the beginning. We're gonna go ahead and cut up a little bit of cilantro here. Once I'm all done with the cilantro, I'm gonna bring out a few sprigs of chives. I should have used my scissors, but I wasn't thinking at the time, so I'm just gonna use the knife to get these chopped, and then I'm gonna place those over the salad as well. I've got an avocado. I'm gonna get this avocado sliced and diced and put some avocado in this salad as well. That pit came out pretty easily for me, so we'll just put that to the side, get this avocado sliced up, and spoon it into this bowl of salad. I'm done adding this avocado to the dish, I'm gonna get this lime and I'm gonna give it a roll. I did give it a roll. Sorry, I edited that part out, but I gave it a roll to soften it up. We're gonna squeeze some lime juice. The lime juice is gonna be really good to keep the avocado from turning brown. I didn't show this part, but I also added some scallions, some salt, and some pepper to give this a little more taste. Now I'm gonna just kind of mix everything up, kind of so you know, the veggies aren't sitting just on top of the romaine lettuce, and that's what I used too, guys. I used a bag and a half of romaine lettuce. So we'll get this all mixed up, and once we're done getting this all mixed up, I'll put a little saran wrap over the top, and I'm gonna let it sit. Dressing, and I'm gonna add the Italian dressing to some taco seasoning, some chives, and some cilantro. So more chives and more cilantro. So this is the taco seasoning that I got. It's McCormick. Everybody enjoy Kayla and Elise being silly, freestyling this little song. I was recording my little video in peace, and here they come being silly, and I left their little track right on my video. Enjoy listening to them harmonize.
Yeah. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Yeah, yeah.
So this is everything all incorporated for the meat to marinate. It's my Italian dressing, the taco sauce, some cilantro, some chives, some fresh garlic, salt, pepper, and some garlic powder. So we're gonna go ahead and get these meats all coated inside the marinade, put a little saran wrap on the top, and let them sit off to the side for 30 minutes to marinate. Got here is a little sausage, and a little ground beef. And you know, I was just saying I wish I had more chicken. Guess what? I got more chicken. It was hidden from me. They hid it from me. So I'm gonna add this chicken to my marinade. A couple of these Velveetas that I'm gonna melt down in some milk. So let's get the milk out. So I'm gonna melt a couple of these down in some milk and actually put it in my crock pot. And then I got the cans of Rotel. I'm gonna drain one can and leave one can undrained. And then I got my ground beef. And then I got a little sour cream. And I'm gonna salt and pepper my meat and garlic it, and yeah. And so if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm making a Rotel dip, and I'm using some ground beef and some ground sausage. And I have a little Velveeta there, and I've got a couple cans of Rotel dip. I drained one can, and I was just gonna drain one can, but I did end up draining both cans of the Rotel because I didn't get the mild, I got the original. And I'm not really big on spices, especially since I'm using sausage. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this ground beef and ground sausage all fried up so that I can drain it. And I'm gonna season it with a little salt, a little pepper. Actually, I'm not gonna use pepper. I'm gonna use salt and garlic powder because again, I don't want the dish to be too hot. So let's get this ground beef all fried up and drained. So I got my hands all washed up after dealing with that meat, and I'm just gonna let it sit and finish frying. And I've got some Velveeta cheese. I've got 2 blocks of Velveeta cheese. So we're gonna slice this Velveeta cheese up, and I'm gonna slice it in half, and then I'm gonna slice each half in half, and then I'm gonna cube it, because the smaller the cubes of this Velveeta, I found the easier it is to melt down. And I'm going to use my crock pot to keep all of this warm once I get my cheese sauce saucy and my ground beef is drained. I'm going to place the ground beef into the crock pot, and then I'm going to get the cheese sauce done, and I'm going to put everything in there with the Rotel dip together and let it finish marrying each other in the crock pot. So now I'm dumping this Velveeta cheese into this saucepan or my sauce pot here, and I've already got the stove on, got the pan heated up. I'm gonna add some milk, and that's 2% milk that I'm using here, the Greenwise Publix brand. And I'm gonna pour in. How much milk you use just depends on how thick or how thin you would like for your cheese sauce to be. But definitely keep a good eye on it, because if you don't, that cheese will burn and it'll scorch. That's my ground beef. It's almost done. I'm gonna get ready and drain it. Keeping an eye on my milk and my cheese, and giving it a good stir. You're constantly stirring it, because if not, then it'll scorch, and then it'll definitely change the taste of your Rotel dip or your cheese sauce. So you want to definitely make sure you're constantly stirring it as you watch the cheese. And this is why I cut the cheese in the smaller cubes like I did, because it's so much easier to stir and to melt down in that steak. But yeah, keep hanging out with me and watch me finish up this cheese sauce so I can dump it over in the crock pot with my ground beef. There it is. To that, I'm gonna add a little sour cream and a little bit of shredded sharp cheese to complete that dish. Okay, so the rotel sauce is done. It's going to stay warm in the crock pot, and I'm gonna go ahead and get these bell pepper after I washed them. I've already washed them, and I'm gonna get them all cut up for my fajitas and my quesadillas. Let's see, I think I have 3 green bell pepper. I believe I have 2 red bell pepper and 2 yellow bell pepper, and I also have some onions, so we'll give the onions a good dicing as well. So we'll get these peppers all cut up so we can get them in the pan with a little olive oil and soften them a little bit, not too much, just enough where they're not too soft, and they still have a little crunch, because I like for my veggies to have a little crunch, especially my bell pepper. Got my bell pepper all done, got my onion all sliced. I did say I was slicing it, excuse me, slicing my onion. But now I'm gonna go ahead and get this meat that's been marinating just over 30 minutes, and I'm gonna drop these down into my cast iron skillets. I've got my chicken in my smaller cast iron skillet, and I've got my steaks in my larger cast iron skillet. So now we've got that meat all done, nice and brown. Look at that steak, look at that chicken. Now we've got our bell peppers and onions going. And now we've got a few bell pepper and onions already done for my quesadillas, and those are my quesadillas. I used my little flat fryer there for those quesadillas, and that's my done steak and my other bell peppers and onions and my chicken. I've got my rotel dip, salad, and some chips there. We got the scoops, we love the scoops. And now I'm gonna go ahead and make us a couple of Patron margaritas. The Patron Margarita is a drink that I tried about a year ago, one summer at BJ's, and I looked the recipe up, and I have been making this drink for Derek and I ever since I looked that recipe up and got the ingredients. And what better drink to have with a Tex-Mex dinner with all of our quesadillas, fajitas, southwestern salad, our rotel dip with our scoop chips. This is the drink that'll make it all pull together and taste good. Now the kids are just having some soft drinks, and I think one of the kids loves apple juice, so that's what they'll be having. But Derek and I are going to enjoy these Patron margaritas and sit back and finish watching the game. The game is already rolling here on this fine Saturday night, and we're not doing so well right now. We haven't started out really good, but
hey, this is Derek. I'm back, and right now, Clemson's tearing on our ass. I'm really hurt about that shit, you know? But you know what? It's fun anyway. Hey, drink up, baby.
our dinner last night and also our defeat last night, we actually had a great idea that we wanted to do for a video, and that is to go ahead and talk about our beloved Hurricanes, because we are Hurricane fans, all about you. And so basically we just wanted to just talk about how, one, they didn't really have a spring practice or a scrimmage game due to the pandemic, so we really couldn't see the muscle or the weapons to start out the season.
Right.
However, I feel like Miami has a great quality of coaches. I think Manny Diaz, this is his like second year.
Yeah.
Second year head coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was our DC.
Yeah.
So
coordinator.
Yep. So I feel like he hired a pretty good team and some guys to do some really good recruiting for us.
Yeah, he hired Rhett Lashley as an offensive coordinator, and I think that was a great idea. That was a plus, a great addition to the team.
Yeah.
He had some other coaches as well, but you know, my main I like Rhett Lashley. He's a pretty good coach.
Yep. And we got some great. It's really exciting to see Ed Reed on the sidelines.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's why the recruits want to come. They want to come play for that great safety.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Great football player.
Super Bowl, national champion. I mean, he's got it all. And the other thing is, many people don't know, but he was a 2-star coming out of high school.
Oh.
Out of Louisiana.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
Yes,
and this man went all the way.
All the way, man.
So,
he did his thing in Baltimore, and of course at the U. So I mean, hey, that's my dog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, one of my favorite players.
Yeah. So I feel like, and I've heard you say a lot, that we've got some really good weapons on our team. This is one of the better teams I think we've had, and they're definitely being coached better, I think.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's definitely an upgrade. Like I said, our offense came a long way. I feel like our defense maybe are taking a step down, but our offense is like amazing. You know, just to start off with a few players off the top of my head, we got De'Aaron King, we got Michael Redden. I mean, Michael Redden is a freshman wide receiver. We got D. Wiggins, Mark Pope, Mike Harley. You got Cam Harris out there running that thing, and Don Chaney. Them are two freshmen, Don Chaney and Jalen Knight. Man, them boys are like off the chain.
Yeah.
Rooster. Yep. Then we got Jalen Phillips, who's a transfer. He came from, I think he came from USC, if I'm not mistaken. It was USC or UCLA, one or the other. But I know that Bubba Bolden was one also. He came from UCLA. He was amazing out there. Gervin Hall, and Amari. For some odd reason, Amari Carter keep getting targeting charges.
Yeah, I guess the last 4 games, huh?
Yeah, he's just been, he been head busting. You know, he's just a freak of an athlete. I mean, he gonna hit you. You get that ball, he gonna lay your ass down.
Yeah,
that's the bottom line. Yeah. And you got Nestor Severa. You know what I'm saying? He's a defensive tackle for us, nose tackle. He's pretty good as well. He's came a long way because he was battling injuries and stuff coming out of high school, but he's an amazing player. Jonathan Ford, he's a big guy. He can be physical, but I feel like he probably just needs to, step it up just a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be all right though. You know, then we picked up another guy by the name of Quincy Roche. He came from Temple, believe it or not.
Oh, whoa! Al Golden's old school before he came to us.
Yes, sir. busting heads out that thing. But hey, he's playing very well.
Yeah.
He is. But one of my favorite kids, you know, I'm not really crazy about kickers, but that boy Jose Boy
We needed a kicker too.
man, look at here. That boy there is amazing.
Yeah.
That boy that he's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Our linebacker play, just got to step it up, man. Them boys be out of, you know, a lot of time they don't be in position to make plays.
What did you think about the first game we had versus UAB?
UAB. I felt like they did pretty good. As Manny said, the game plan was to establish the run, and I think they did just that. I don't think that they just went in really trying to show anything, because we had like such a
Stacked schedule.
Schedule is pretty stacked, you know, with all these ACC teams that we got to play. So I feel like they kind of went in kind of vanilla, but UAB came at that thing swinging.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You know,
they was out there. They was trying to make a they was trying to make a statement.
I mean, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's just UAB. I mean, y'all let UAB." But I mean, at the end of the day, UAB not just a punk of a team either.
Man, play with it, man. Florida State would have caught the devil with UAB. UAB probably would have beat them.
Yeah.
While they playing.
Yeah.
Yep, I said it.
Yep. What's some of the plays that impressed you about that UAB team?
How they moved the ball.
They moved the ball.
Was
Yeah.
moving that damn ball. They was running. They wasn't scared.
Yeah.
They came in that thing and they was we here to play out. They ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, De'Eric didn't have the greatest game that first game, huh?
De'Eric had a lot going on. We got to think about it. De'Eric, this is his first time being without his dad. You know, his dad was his coach. His dad was everything to him.
Yeah.
You know, his dad taught him everything he know, and he lost his dad.
And that was the first game?
Back in February.
Oh.
Yeah. So, you know, he had a lot on his mind. He also, going back to not having a spring game or a spring practice or anything, I think they might have gotten maybe 2 or 3 practices in or whatever in the spring, but outside of that,
nothing.
Yeah, and also you gotta take into account that he redshirted last year at Houston. You know, he played in 4 games and he accounted for like 12 touchdowns. I mean, he did his thing.
Now he certainly moves the ball.
Oh yeah.
Moving on to Louisville. I think everybody thought we was gonna lose that game too.
Yeah. Everybody was thinking. I gotta say about Louisville, if I don't remember nothing else about Louisville, that doggone Tutu Atwell.
Ooh.
God damn it. That boy there.
He is a great player.
He had a lot of chemistry with his wide receivers and tight end and stuff. I feel like we did a pretty decent job of scoring on them, but when it came to our defense, we contained them, but not like I wanted to contain them. You know, we gave up over 500 plus yards against Louisville, which really, if you want to think about it, the yards didn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? It was, what was the score at the end of the game? And I feel like we took advantage of we did what we needed to do. Towards the end, you know, Louisville scored like 2 extra touchdowns during garbage time, but
and we had we rotated out our freshmen a lot, so really we didn't play our senior and junior players a lot in those first 2 games.
Yeah, we rotated evenly, pretty much throughout. You know what I'm saying? The season so far.
Yeah.
We've been pretty much rotating everybody, trying to get them reps in. That's the main thing, getting those reps in. But Louisville was a pretty decent team for us, and I feel like if I guess the takeaways from that game, we need to play well. We need to stay on our assignments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't miss assignments because you know you're going off of this, that, and the other, and because it looked this way. But a lot of times it's actually going a whole different direction. So you know they have a lot of things they may just need to take into consideration. Louisville has a lot of speed.
Yeah. All right, then we come to the big rivalry. One of our biggest rivalry, and that's FSU. And it doesn't really matter how FSU is playing or who's coaching FSU. FSU always shows up to play Miami Hurricanes. Miami FSU game this year.
Oh,
What
this
did you
year.
see? What did you think about how we played? I mean, obviously they're in a tough year. They have been the past few years, but they're in a tough year right now. But what did you think overall about our scheme and how we played against them?
Dominate.
Yeah.
Yep, I felt like we did a good job. Of course, Florida State had some work to do with their O-line, and I mean they got a lot of stuff going on there. But I'm not gonna just continue to talk about Florida State. But I love what we did to them. We destroyed their ass, and I like that.
We played Clemson. We went down to Clemson. Clemson's the #1 team in the nation.
Yeah.
I felt like we would lose to Clemson, but I didn't feel like we would lose by the point spread we lost by.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't expect us to lose, and I told everybody we was gonna win. The score was gonna be 42-31. Now let's go back. For some odd reason, under Manny Diaz, every time we have a bye week, we always come back losing. I wonder why. Every goddamn time we have a bye week, we lose. I just don't understand. Of course now, hey, we do have new coaches, we have new players, I mean we have new ideas, new everything. But for some odd reason those bye weeks just haven't been good to us. So until I see otherwise, whenever we have a bye week, I'll be pretty upset. I
So
don't like
what was
that.
the problem last night, though? What was the problem on the field last night? First of all, I felt like there were a lot of holding from Clemson against us that were not called. Then we had, old guy ejected from the game.
Well, we came in the game with Amari Carter already. Matter of fact, that was Gervin Hall. He was already out for a half for targeting against Florida State. So we was already down to safety.
Down to safety.
We had a freshman safety that, of course, true freshman. He wasn't getting a whole lot of reps like your Amari Carters and your Gervin Halls and your Bubba Bowdens and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I feel that, to be honest with you, regardless of how the game was called, yep, the ref missed a lot. I feel like he put one of our players out for targeting for hitting
The quarterback.
Trevor Lawrence in the stomach. Now where in the hell they do that at? Normally a targeting call is when you go above the shoulders, catch him in the head or whatever, that's targeting. This
Yeah.
man hit Trevor in the stomach, knocked the wind out of him, and they put his ass out the game, targeting.
Yeah.
So I mean they taking the physicality away from football.
Yeah.
But just to answer your question about the game and how I think it went, I feel like we got outplayed. Regardless of the cause, I think that they came in and hit us in the mouth.
Yeah.
They punched our ass, smacked in the damn nose. They attacked our O-line, and they was trying to contain King. And that was smart of them because King was going to use them feet.
Yeah.
He was going to run. I thought we were going to go over the middle, and do some things, but really, they couldn't do anything because they didn't give King a whole lot of time. We couldn't get our tempo going. I mean, we just were in a situation.
Yeah.
Couldn't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
Overall, I love my Canes. I don't think we're gonna lose another game. I think this game was a learning experience for them.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna come back with a vengeance. We have Pittsburgh next week, and this game is in the past, so we're gonna leave this behind us. But I think Pittsburgh, you in for something. Of course, all the other schools they're gonna try to go in. They're gonna look at what Clemson did to get us off balance the way they did. So of course they're gonna try to do the same thing.
They're gonna stack the box.
Oh yeah, they're gonna stack the box. They're gonna try to contain King and our running backs, which they don't have the same talent as Clemson. First of all, you got to think about it. Clemson #1.
Yeah.
They're the #1 team in the nation. I don't know how we would line up against any of those other teams. Your Ohio States and your Alabamas and stuff of that nature. But I do know that Clemson, they're that real deal. I didn't believe that they would be as good as they are, because I watched them against Virginia and I felt like, okay, you know, Virginia could have did this, Virginia could have did that. Now I will say we did have a lot of self-inflicted wounds that we caused ourselves. You know, we could have played better, but shoot, it was like we couldn't get nothing going.
Yeah.
That damn bye week, man, shit, that's the devil. I was ticked off about the calls. You know, a lot of the calls, you know, they gotta let these boys play ball. Let them play football. You know, when, you know, because I guess they was trying to protect Trevor Lawrence because he's going to the league next year, and they don't want him to like get seriously injured. You know what I'm saying? Because he's supposed to be like he's projected to be the first pick.
Oh.
In the first round. So, you know, that's a big deal. Overall, Trevor Lawrence is an amazing player. Hey, I got to take my hat off to Clemson.
Yeah.
Hey, Clemson went out there. Hey, I didn't think they had it, because they had to replace 4 linemen. You know, these guys going to the league, and hey, Clemson just.
You said they bought out. You said they bought out some players that were like super tall that you had seen.
Yeah, man, they bought out some damn players. Shit, I was like, man, who is this?
Oh no, they bought out some weapons.
Hey.
We didn't plan for that. We were not ready for that.
Wasn't ready. And like I said, them dudes came out there, hit us in the mouth. It started with a couple of the like in the beginning of the game, a couple plays in the beginning when we was lining up off sides. You know what I'm saying? See, that's all that comes from coaching and discipline. You know what I'm saying? We got to be disciplined. Hey, stay your ass where you need to be. Make sure you on sides. When they had the ball, because we had got them in a 3 and out. And guess what? That shit happened twice, where they was able to, you know, they were about to kick the ball, and they're like, fuck it, we just gonna go for it. And from there, Clemson continued to roll.
Yeah.
You know, it was the little things. Like I said, self-inflicted wounds, man. We kind of caused a lot of things on ourselves. But on the same note, not saying that would have helped, that would have won the game, but it would have definitely been a better closer
score.
game.
Yeah.
That's just like toward the end, how Clemson was letting us know, bitch, we Clemson. Toward the end of the game, they joker went in the hurry up offense so they could hurry up and score again to make it 42 instead of keeping it at 35. And I do understand, you don't want them to score, keep them out the damn end zone.
Yeah.
They had their third string in.
Clemson did?
Yeah, we had our third stringers in too, but on the same note, you gotta stop them.
Yeah.
You don't want us to score, stop us.
Well, I feel like we were hurting on the safety end. You know, I feel like we, like you said, we had one safety trying to play the field because, you know, one of the safeties was ejected from the game.
Yeah, Mari Carter got ejected again.
Yeah,
Got put out
and
the
I felt like what I was seeing is I feel like the players were playing so far off.
ETN. ETN had his way with us. Hey, he's an awesome running back. That boy got them legs, and I know it takes a lot to bring him down, but you can't give him that much space.
Ooh.
And he did his thing against us, and he does that against everyone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like they play way off of him. They give him entirely too much space, and he showed you what he'll do when he's able to get loose. He found that hole.
Yeah.
Nobody can catch him.
How many yards did he run?
I don't know. I think it was 76 or
65
something
yards?
like that.
Was it 70?
65, 70. It was something like that. But
That's
he did his thing. He went off. You know what I'm saying? And we contained Trevor Lawrence pretty good. He didn't get a chance to really run anything, but he did his thing. I mean, he threw for some yards, and hey, they just were a better team.
Yeah.
Yeah. No knock on my team, because I don't give a damn. Hey, that's my squad. And I love the Canes. I like where they're going.
Yeah.
I like we just got to get more discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get more discipline, and I feel like we're headed in the right direction.
Absolutely.
We still have 6-7 more games left, and I think that we can win the rest of them.
Yeah.
You know, they just need to hold their heads up. Let that game be that game. It's over. Let's move on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got Pittsburgh next week. Let's go ahead and give them my best 1-2. And hey.
Yeah. And let's go Canes.
Let's go Canes, baby.
All right, babe. this
Hell, hey, I feel like suiting up out that motherfucker. Shit. Tired of this shit, boy. I'm tired of losing.
That'll conclude our talk about the game. As you can see, we did our pregame dinner and we ate, we watched the game. I left out of the living room early. Like I said, I wasn't feeling well, but I just want to say to you, if you're watching us right now, you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. To all those that have already subscribed to our channel, thank you so much. We so appreciate the support. If you haven't already, hit your notification bell. Go ahead and subscribe, hit your notification bell.
Press that like button.
Press that like button. Please give us a thumbs up on this video. It's important to us. We greatly appreciate it. Leave us a comment if you got any comments about what you saw me cooking for dinner, or any comments on about the commentary that we just put out. Our thoughts about the hurricanes, the Miami hurricanes. If you are a hurricane fan and you're watching us right now, go ahead and drop a U down in the comments. Let us know who you are. Let us know you're out there. And yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, okay. Well, hey, we got a lot of stuff going on out here, and make sure you get out there and vote.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Get out there and vote. Exercise your right to vote. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff going on in this world, and hey, vote.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, always remember, family over everything. Love y'all. See y'all again next week.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.